think PSG look hot as well. No, I'm serious. I think PSG. I'm going for PSG this year.
No, you're not.
Yeah, seriously, why not?
No, you're not. Welcome back to the MVP podcast. My name is B-Man. I'm here with Wheezy.
Yes.
Let's talk about Champions League, man.
Yeah,
let's talk Champions League, man. Group stages are finished.
Yeah.
What did you make of the whole thing, just in general?
I think this was like probably the most straightforward group stages I've seen.
It's slightly disappointing.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, I know the lads early on said there was like most goals scored and stuff like that, but it didn't feel like that to me. I don't know. It just felt like it was who went through should have who should have gone through went through. I don't know. I can't say it was exciting or had a buzz about it or something. Even though there's some big groups as well, you know.
If you consider Leipzig making top of the group as probably the biggest upset, but then you look at the rest of the group and then you're kind of looking at that thinking, it's not really that deep. Exactly. It's not that deep.
So how have you find the group stage has been so far?
It's been okay. Nothing amazing yet. I think the level of football with Champions League, I do enjoy it regardless. It is probably my favourite league to watch out there. But there's nothing been too crazy, barring obviously Atalanta going through. I thought that was quite fantastic, knowing that, you know, first 4 games they had a point. And I'm actually kind of happy for them. I'm actually rooting for them, sort of, because I do love an underdog. Anything that stood out for you?
Anything that stood out for me? Shocker was Ajax going out.
Uh-huh.
I was very disappointed with that. I thought the referee was awful in that game against Valencia. I fell for a lot of diving and stuff like that from the Valencia players. Lewandowski on his goal scoring.
No,
I
you're
think
not.
they're going to like drop their tag of bottling.
Bro, no, you're not.
Nah, seriously, they're going to
Listen,
I'm going out on a limb, man. I'm going on PSG this year.
Do you know what? People, tag this right the hell now.
It's been as you expected. I read somewhere that although it's been what we expected, it's been the most scoring Champions League group stage we've had so far.
Yeah, like PSG have been on fire, haven't
there's been ridiculous goals being scored. Like Liverpool, I'm pretty sure. Tottenham, they lost 7-2.
Yeah.
Then they won like 4-0. There's just been so many goals flying through. I think that game, that Tottenham versus Bayern game, was probably one of my highlights. Just seeing Tottenham getting smashed.
Yeah.
Like that makes me happy. That makes me happy.
If Neymar bottles it, I swear to God, I'll go Paris.
When has Neymar not bottled it?
No, but he's always been injured, isn't it? It's always been like...
not even, man. Yo, listen, if we go back, and I always say, look at the past until they prove it, that's when I'll back them repeatedly over and over again. Not that they just get dumped out, but they get dumped out having a massive lead.
Heavy,
yeah, no, man.
I'm going out on them.
Mentally, I don't think anyone in that team is ready for it.
What's your pick for a team who's going to win it?
Well, to win it, it's hard to say because there's so many decent teams going on. It really depends on how they hit form in the league going up into February. I think on their day, obviously Barcelona can never be doubted. Liverpool have a good chance. I think my underdog is going to be Juventus, and it really boils down to, is Ronaldo that guy? Because if Ronaldo just says, you know what, jump on my back, let's go, there's nothing stopping that guy.
It's like the other standout player. I think standout player for me so far has to go to Mr. Sauce, innit? Serge Gnabry.
Yeah.
He's fire.
Yo, listen, do you know what?
He's fire, that kid.
He came out of nowhere. In my opinion, I think this all came out of nowhere because I can't believe Arsenal let him go. Now that I'm looking at him, yo, that guy is unbelievable.
Wow.
Pace, he's got his finishing.
Celebration, you can't go.
This guy's got everything.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Bayern Munich because they've gone the whole group undefeated. They've won every single game in their group. They've took all the wins out of all the 6 games they've played. They've won all of them.
Is that your sleeper team?
I think I genuinely think. And I'd like to say PSG because the forwards of PSG are phenomenal, but they have a reputation for being bottle jobs. But honestly, Neymar, Cavani, Icardi, they're all on fire. Mbappe, they're all on fire.
I think the obvious one is to say that Haaland stood out. I think everyone will talk about him and how he's been.
See, I know everybody says Haaland, but that kid that Liverpool by you, I'm more impressed.
What the hell?
Like,
that kid. Where did that signing from? Mina.
I can't say his
Mino.
7.5
Mina
million?
7.5 million for someone
club.
that's absolutely had a wicked Champions League.
Him and the other guy. I don't know him. Is he Japanese? The other kid?
Yeah.
They're fire them too. Them 7.5 million.
7.5 million.
Wow.
There had to be some cheating involved in that. People half his ability have gone for 30 million.
30 million, yeah.
Yo, it's funny when I think it was the game against, was it Galatasaray? I can't remember who it was against, when they got a penalty and Neymar's like, you know what, Cavani,
Yeah, it was.
you take it.
It was, yeah.
Like that shows that he's grown up, he's matured. Like he's been out of the team for a while. Mbappe fully took his spot as that guy in the team now.
He is that guy, though, isn't he?
So it's nice to see that he's decided, you know what, yeah, let's not play in the clouds. Let's actually come down to earth and let's actually try and do something. He knows that the strikers need confidence, they need goals, and he's willing to do that for them. That's big of him. I recognize that.
I was really, really, really impressed with Hakimi.
Zayt, not Zayt,
The right back. Yeah.
The kid Real Madrid.
Wicked.
And he's like the 4th top goal scorer or something in the Champions
Something
League.
along those lines.
Yeah,
He scored 2 braces.
Yeah. So he's,
But do you know what? Just because no one is talking about him, it's the only reason why I'm giving him mention, man. He deserved something.
even
man.
Jordan Sancho deserves a mention because he's
certain
been
extent.
fire. But that Hakimi kid is. It makes you wonder though, innit? Why did Madrid let him go?
No, he's on loan.
Is he on loan?
Yeah. They'll get him back
okay,
next
they're
year.
all right then. Because Carvalho's on his way, aren't he? So,
Trash.
exactly.
You know, one thing I was going to mention, this is like the first time in a long time we've seen all 5 major nations. Like all the teams are either from Italy, Germany, France, Spain or England.
It's a good mix. It's a very good mix, and it's so much to look forward to, obviously, within the knockout stages. I mean, I read somewhere that all 7 British clubs who are in Europe have all qualified. So I think we got a good shout being from the UK. One of our teams can hopefully go forward and do some damage.
I don't know if there's going to be an all-England final, but I reckon there'll at least be 2 teams coming into the
semis, I reckon. We'll have 2, yeah.
How about this then, yeah? Do you know there were some groups where you were like, oh, do you know when the group stages happened? I was like, really, I was salivating.
Yeah.
Madrid, PSG.
Yeah, PSG just kind of like walked all over him, innit? I can't see Madrid going far this year.
You don't think
I
so?
don't
Do you know that
They're not big.
they before Barcelona's win, were they not like same the 11 points in the
Yeah, I mean, even in
La
like,
Liga?
La Liga, they're like, Barcelona drew today, so they're only like 2 points behind Barcelona.
No, it's 1 if they drew.
It's 1 if they draw.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
so
would-
they're only 1 point behind. But
So if they win, they go above.
I don't know.
I'm
I
like,
just think if they come up against any English team, like mainly even Tottenham included,
yeah.
I think the English teams are a bit too powerful for them.
You think
Like
so?
in terms of power and pace and that, I think they're lacking that department.
I think just because people are underrating them all of a sudden now. No one is giving them any type of respect. I think that might just be the catalyst for them to, do you know when you have a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, we have to prove ourselves again.
But you know what? One thing I was going to say was the teams that have gone through, like the big teams like Man City and Liverpool. Man City, I don't know why, they just seem like this is their time.
Sluggish.
They've been like they've been sluggish throughout the league, but this is make or break for, I think, for Pep Guardiola as well.
Yeah.
As far as because that club, that owner is wanting Champions League, and that's like all he ever wants.
I think he has to put it as his number 1 target. I know it's early in the Premier League, but I don't see him kind of succeeding there.
Yeah.
I know it's very early, but
He needs to.
There's a lot of points.
Bro, did you watch the game against when they played Club Brugge at the Bernabeu?
What, the one where they drew
Where their
2-2?
fans got their handkerchiefs out
Yeah,
in the first
yeah.
35 minutes. That was awful, man. You can't do
Do you
that.
know what's funny about that 2-2 draw? Can you remember the equalizing goal?
When it hit,
Sergio Ramos.
yeah.
And what was it? Hit his hand, something anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be a goal. Referee went to VAR and still gave it when it was blatant. Even when it was like without slowing it down, normal
I
speed.
remember that, yeah.
You know, a lot of teams are in that position now where they need to actually get a Champions League trophy. Like Juventus have been without it for a long time. Teams like Barcelona have been itching to get the hands on that trophy again. Even Barcelona, Lionel Messi said it. He goes, "Yo, it's time for us to get that Champions League trophy because they've not won it for ages."
Zidane was fairly confident, wasn't he, when he said, if we get Liverpool, we're going to smash them. So, you know what I mean?
That's Zidane. I don't blame Zidane.
Is there any team in particular you thought really stood out for you?
I think Red Bull Leipzig stood out for me.
Yeah.
In terms of the big ones, PSG is the only one that stood out. Like PSG actually did what they were meant
Can we
to
not
do.
talk about PSG?
No, but I'm being honest, on performances and that, they did what they were meant to do.
Yeah, but
Juventus kind of just dragged their heels, but I think that's more to do with Sarri.
Yeah.
Because he's playing Ronaldo. Like, Ronaldo is what, now 34 years old? Is for the since Madrid days, he's been playing through the middle.
Yeah.
He's got him playing out wide. So I can't see him, I don't see Juventus doing anything in the Champions League. I think Bayern Munich will struggle with anybody that's got pace. Anyone that can actually attack you with pace, Bayern Munich will struggle with that.
So as far as individuals, who has individually, caught your eye?
2 players. One is Lewandowski, because the guy is on fire. He's on form. I think I don't know if this is right. Either he's in his last 23 games, he scored 29 goals, or it's the other way around. But he's been on some solid, serious form. And the second one has to be that kid Haaland. You know, the kid that everyone's like after now. Apparently, in his last game, 40 scouts went to see him from all different nations.
40 scouts.
40 scouts.
You know, he's got a release clause of like 17.5 million.
That's nothing, is it?
Like some teams, 100%. He's not staying at Red Bull for long.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Do you know, I'm giving it to Salzburg. Although they didn't make it, they had a wonderful campaign.
Do you not give it to Valencia? Because nobody gave him hope of coming out of that group.
Yeah, but it's just because Valencia was still a name. Salzburg just with the youngsters and the fact that they went toe to toe with both Liverpool and Napoli.
Yeah.
Any other group they would have. Other than probably the Real Madrid group, they probably would have qualified with that performance.
Yeah, it's funny that, you know what, Lewandowski, you mentioned him. I feel bad for him because it's been Ronaldo, Messi getting the golden boot for the Champions League for the longest, and they have got like 2 goals each. This is his time. He's on like 10 goals, and like there's no doubt that Bayern Munich are going to progress through the knockout stages, so he's going to bag a few more goals.
Who's winning?
Who's going to win Champions League?
Who's winning?
I said I'm going out on a limb, PSG.
Yeah, PSG.
Yeah, I'm going for PSG this year. PSG, my second favourite is Man City. I'm just going out on a limb and the two.
Like if you're picking them two, I'm going with I can't see beyond Liverpool. They have been so dominant.
But you're not taking like league. Liverpool's priority will be league.
But the thing is, they've got such a big gap now that it might get to a stage where they can afford to focus on both. Man, as of now, they are 10 points ahead.
They are 10 points ahead. But they play Leicester. They play Leicester on Boxing Day.
You know what's funny? Because I remember watching the Liverpool game against Napoli, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's like Liverpool's only defeat.
Yeah, that's a boogie team for Liverpool. They can't. There's something in there that they struggle against.
It's funny. It's like watching. Like if you didn't see or if you didn't like know about what's happening on with Napoli, you'd think, you know what? Yeah, Napoli, they're a well-oiled machine. They're doing well. If you look at how they're doing domestically, you're like, these guys are really like they're in turmoil.
They've got rid of him, man. Ancelotti.
They got rid of Ancelotti after he won.
I can't see Bayern doing anything. I can't see.
I think so. Did you see Coutinho's hat trick today?
Yeah, against Werder Bremen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but then Dortmund went away to Mainz and won 4-0.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, don't count them out. Like, they've got magic everywhere. You even mentioned Gnabry. Lewandowski is the top scorer, 10 goals in the group stages. But Coutinho,
I think I personally think like
I'm hopeful that there's going to be some big moments happening in the later stages in the Champions League.
Most definitely.
I think the team to look out for the most is probably going to be PSG. You know what? Even teams like Atletico, we don't give them enough credit.
No, without a doubt.
That guy Simeone has been able to work wonders with the team he's got, especially now with the players he has now. That João Felix, special talent. Again, Juventus is the team that I'm gonna have to pick because if it wasn't for Ronaldo, if Ronaldo's on Real Madrid, I'd be saying Real Madrid right about now. I'm not saying I'm a Real Madrid like
Ronaldo hasn't really shown up that often this Champions League, has it?
You know what?
There's nothing for me coming to mind.
He wasn't about last Champions League, and this Champions League he's been quiet. I feel like he's still trying to get used to his new surroundings, even though he's been there for a while now. It's like it's not clicked for him yet, but as soon as it does,
no, without a doubt, it's Ronaldo, innit?
It's Ronaldo.
Yeah, they beat Tottenham. What was it 7-2 first game?
Yeah.
And 3-1 second game.
Yeah.
But I think give Jose Mourinho more time. I think he'll make waves in the Champions League. Seriously, let him implement his game plan and whatnot. I think he'll make waves in the Champions League.
We'll have to.
I don't think he'll go finals, but I think he'll go quarters. I mean, semi-finals maybe.
Yeah.
If he's
we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, we're gonna put a stop to it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, do the whole thing, and then we're gonna be back again soon. So, peace.